technology screens, and I'm trying to figure out what happened to Stan the Man Pots and Pans. That's my stand I use. I can never find this thing. All right, so yes, the announcement, we are going to start getting ready to do the pre-coated outdoor projection screen. Sorry about my finger being in the way. Pre-coated outdoor projection screens. I just pulled the trigger on 180 inch. Now, mind you, won't be doing 180 inches. That is for my display. But we are going to have pre-coated screens. Some people may not have the room or the time to do a screen of this caliber. And we were making it a little easier for you by painting herself. My cat is making noise in the background right now. He is having an argument with a squirrel. All right, so I am going to be also too testing out something which I'm kind of curious about. Like I said, we had a customer who did a 150-inch motorized projection screen, and he had the 48, and he had a half left over. So I'm curious exactly if we can take a 48 and paint a 180-inch screen in. I just ordered one a few minutes ago. Now, it'll probably be here on Monday. Hopefully we're probably going to paint this most likely inside. So in my basement, if I do it in halves, I can pretty much paint the screen. As long as I get to understand how high it's going to be. So the height, I'm not worried about the length. The length I can double up and paint over because this stuff is streak proof. So whatever I hit with this stuff is basically it's going to blend right on in. I'm more concerned about the length of it, but I'm pretty sure I can manage it and figure out how to do it. So we're going to do, I got to change up my cloth anyway downstairs in the basement. So I'm going to use the floor, the prop floor we're using right now, and then change that out later on. So I'm going to do 180 inch, 69, change it out. So the scaffolding system that we're going to build for the back, it's going to allow us to be able to set up, we're going to scaffold like a frame unit. We're going to, universal frame, we're going to design for the back, which I'm going to design for the front area first, which is going to allow me to set up multiple projection screens. Like if I want to change that to 150 inch, if I want to change it out to 180 inch, or if I want to do 280 inches back to back, I could do that with that giant screen, with a giant frame. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing the blueprints to customize my frame in the back. So I'm going to design my frame, like I said, to take multiple screens, multiple grommet screens, which I think that's the best way we're going to do it. Already have started the plans on the screen for the deck, and we're going to start the screens on this side right here, which I haven't decided yet what we're going to be putting over there yet. And I do want to see if I can get coverage at 48 onto 180 inch screen. Just had to experiment to see. I want to paint and see, because like I said, he had so much left over. I'm thinking like, gee whiz, he could have literally went and painted 180 inch screen with this stuff. So I want to see exactly if I can do it on my end. If I knock out 180 inch on 48 ounces, that is going to be quite impressive. Mine had that some left over. So when we do these demonstrations, you have to have at least about that much left over when you do the test. I'm curious because, like I said, he did 150 inch. He had half a container. I'm like, what in the world? So I got to find out. So we got the 180 inch coming in. We're going to test it on the 48. If the 48 doesn't cover it, we got gallons of it sitting over there. We can take one of them and knock it out. But most likely, all together, we usually say a gallon. But I'm curious. I'm not going to just say it off the top of my head. We got to paint this thing in to find out first. But most likely, usually it's a gallon. But I'm curious on this one. All right, so I'm gonna go outside. I got to tighten up my screen. I got demonstrations to do today on 150 inch. And then I got to measure out exactly how we're going to put the scaffold unit in. It's this interchangeable, universal frame, so we can actually start attaching in whatever we want to put in there at the end of the day. I'm probably going to do loops. I don't have to do loops. I'll figure out how I'm going to put the. I might do loops this time. Loop screws. The loop screws are much better. I'm a tie-up jack at the end of the day. Coach, I cannot wait to get outside. The weather, we got 59 degrees today. Oh, man, I get to go outside and play. Man, I was waiting for this so long. I hope the weather stays this way. I said, the minute we start getting the announcement that the weather's going to be good, I'm bringing in the monsters. 180 inch, the first screen we just ordered. It's coming in on Monday. We can't wait. We got a 250 coming in, and we may be dabbling with a 300 inch. That might pull through, too. I can't wait. 300 inch is easy to knock. I can knock that out of my driveway. It's just I'm gonna set up my driveway so we don't get no leaves or anything, no brush, nothing on it. But these are not screens for offering. These are screens that we're doing for commercials and stuff like that, for demonstrations, for big, massive displays. We got bigger projectors coming in for that. But as for the customers, that's for pre-coded for you guys. We're going to do 100-inch, 120, and 150s. I get that all the time from customers saying, well, I don't have the room, I don't have the space, I don't have the time to put that screen in. That screen does require 2 coats of everyday primer. Any primer, paint doesn't make a difference. All that's done is designed so when you paint the screen, you don't have uneven spots in your screen. So it's designed to absorb. So we're going to do that demonstration, but it's up to you whether or not you want to paint or not. If you want to paint it yourself, you can go right down to up to we show you exactly where to get everything to paint yourself. And if you want to basically go in and have us do it, most people are now paying us literally paint the screens for them. We go do it for you, no problem at all. Knock it out, paint it in, put it in the box, ship it to you, done, free. Ship it to you for free, for free, for free. Yeah, so I told you, when the summertime comes, the big screens come out. Don't get me wrong, I love my 120s, my 150s, but ain't nothing like watching 100. You ever seen this? Well, we do have a demonstration on 180. We got an 8 on 180. Matter of fact, it's the only one on YouTube. If you go type in, but I'm gonna put it at the bottom. If you go type in the bottom, 180-inch black screen, we're the only ones that come up. I'm gonna put that link in so you can see how big these screens are. I wonder if I can get 280, 180 inches back to back would be really freaking cool. Gonna be outside today. I'm gonna pick me up an Epson projector. I saw one for 380 bucks, 5200 lumens, and pick one of those up. That's when we tell people on the specification sheet, like what projectors you can use outside. If you want to use the bigger projectors, they think, oh, I want to spend all this money. No, get a used. Go get a used, old, outdated projector. We use them all the time. We got a shop full of old projectors we use. We go outside and we put these big images out. We don't pay any money for those projectors. No way in the world I'm sitting there and pay that kind of money at the end of the day. No. That's the fun of it all. Knowing that you paid next to nothing for the projector and you can display that image. I love that so much. So right now they're chattering at the forum site right now because we dropped a whole bunch of pictures in there of our screens displayed outside. They're not used to seeing black screens outside. They're used to seeing white screens outside. So in these demonstrations, we're going to be showing off on a 180-inch, pretty wide. You do not want to go with the white screen outside. I got to order at least Yardmaster too. You don't want to go outside with a white screen. Definitely. We got an inflatable black screen already being set up for painting. We got just a special coating for that because inflatable screens are a bit temperamental. You can't just put anything on them. They have issues. So we had designed a special coating to be able to adapt to that surface. And that's for another demonstration. I got 2 of those I've ordered already. But as for lost my train of thought there. It'll come back. That's something we turn 54. But anyway, yeah, we're going to be doing some demonstrations outside pretty soon. And we're also going to be doing some micro mesh. Micro mesh is fantastic to use because, again, wind can travel through it. Mind you, the bigger the screen, the more something hits the back of the screen. Put it this way, the bigger the screen, the more the pressure you're going to put on the surface. It's a pretty big screen, a lot of surface. When we did the 180-inch, the first time I put a 180-inch, when I came downstairs, it was literally ripped out from one end out to the next. We had to actually secure that into the ground, which was my fault because I really should have secured it in the ground, not thinking. I didn't think I had to, but I should have. So I didn't really secure it into the ground. This time we're going to secure it into the ground. We had that issue. The micro mesh screens are fantastic because wind can pass right through them all day long. I got a rear projection screen coming in at 100 inches. We're front and rear. That's the acoustic. A lot of people were contacting me like, we didn't even know that the acoustic screens are front and rear technology. I mentioned it a few times, but I don't mention it enough. We're going to be doing some demonstrations with that outside. I'm doing that one in my driveway. That's going to be fun because I get to have the projector behind me, which is more comfort for me because last time I almost knocked somebody's lights out for touching my projector. I'm sitting there and I'm watching this guy walk over to the projector, walk over the driveway line, literally walked over to the projector. I was going to knock his lights out. I was like, what the freak do you think you're doing? I wanted to look at it. Go over the freak. Get off the property. Dumb stuff at the end of the day. Good thing I have like a 150-pound pit bull sitting up on the property that's trying to kill something that lands over top the property and take you out. Do anybody have common sense anymore? People fear dogs anymore? What the heck is wrong with people at the end of the day? I never had that problem. When I lived in my old neighborhood, I had 2 big Rockwallers. Ain't nobody dare walk up on my property for nothing. I was barely at one point, I didn't even get mail. They were huge. Rocky and Bullwinkle, by the way. That's what their names, Rocky and Bullwinkle. But like I said, they were vicious dogs. They really were vicious dogs. I trained them that way anyway. But anyway, long story short. But I mean, up here, everybody's got dogs. Literally, everybody's got a freaking dog out here. So you would think, common sense, dog. Anyway, he wanted to touch. He wanted to touch the projector, idiot. But this time now, since we got the rears, we can throw them behind the back and put them in the driveway, and I don't have to worry about none of that nonsense at all. Period. All right, let me see what we got to do. Oh man, I'm having a ball with this thing. I like this thing so much. I programmed all my stuff in here with a new Fire Stick, so that's why we have this now. And I'm not going to get this mixed up with the rest of them because it's the only ones, which I'm not planning to buy another one. All right, so let's go outside, tighten up the screen. Let's get ready for measurements on our frames because our frame is going to be big. Our frame is not going to hit the size of 180 inch. Our frame is going to have multiple layers on it. So it'll allow me to be able to adapt to 100 to 250. So I can actually lock in these pegs in and build something really cool for the backyard. A multi-frame unit. This unit right here is going, it should be next month. So next month I should be good to go for the 150 inch motorized projection screen. I'm getting that from Elite. That one's going to be coated. It's going to be completely edgeless black motorized projection screen. I'm going to put in here. Decided to go with the motorized. This screen right here is going out there. So we're going to put a 148 inch acoustic outside. To keep the light from passing through, we're going to build a box behind the back of it, those speakers on it, LED lights, the whole 9 yards, but a nice cool stand. Set that out there so we can have the 148 inch because I walk outside, all I want to see is a giant screen. That's it. I don't want to see my neighbors, nothing, giant screen. Over here on this side, we're going to start setting up. I may do 2 screens on this way. I might do 235.1 for racing because this is going to be all gaming on this side. I'm going to put 2 sofas. This deck is big enough for me to put 2 of these massive rugs in here. My rugs are like 7 feet wide. I'm going to put a nice fireplace unit. I'm building it myself. I'm going to put a plexiglass behind it with a ViewSonic M1 projector behind the back of it, which is completely wireless. And I can play a display of fireworks on a black screen behind the back of it to give it a fireplace effect without even having anything in it like we don't have that over there. Anyway, a nice bookcase stuff. Let me make it look like it's actually, how I want to set it up. I want to set up like I'm inside a living room, but I'm outside. That's what I want for this setting here. And the half here, we're just going to have gaming and all that stuff. Barbecue, grill, what do I need? My deck is right next to my kitchen. If I want to cook something, just come here and make whatever I want and go out there. Someone's like, you're going to put a barbecue? Nah, not really. I'm not a big fan of the smoking at the end of the day, but why would I? I get everything in here I want. If I need something, I'll buy some George Foreman grill, whatever. That's what we're going to be setting up out here pretty soon. Matter of fact, I got to get that removed. We got 3 screens we got to paint today, 3 demonstrations we're going to have to do, and we got orders to ship out, so we'll be done with that today. Hey, you see the new Tiger? Hey. My little one gave me that one. My little one gave me the new Tiger, so I got a new Tiger with the group now. I don't use this sofa anyway. I never sit here anyway. I'm always over here. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to change it out outside, and then we'll have the massive screens under below. We are going to be building also too a gaming screen like that giant one had downstairs with the casino lights all over it. We're building that one, but we're building it in portrait mode. It's going to have its own deck speakers attached to it and gaming chairs. Yes, and everything will be covered up and everything will be weatherproof. I got a friend coming over who actually does the kind of work with wiring and all that stuff like that. That's his job. That's what he does. He's going to be doing the wire installment for that. I just have to build a unit. That's so I can go outside and I can game outside because I want a driving simulator outside. That's the best place to have a driving simulator is outside. Pick me up an Alienware laptop, hook it up into the base, boom, go outside and do some driving. All right, let me see. Turn my projector off. I told you I burn my projector 24/7. And don't I? I burn these things 24/7. Anyone's gonna we're in our eco mode all day anyway, so it don't really make a difference at all. Pretty. All right, so we got to go tighten the screen up. Now, this time when we put the screens, we're going to do bungee cords. Because every time I come out here, I got to tighten the screen, got to tighten the screen, got to tighten the screen, got to tighten the screen. Bungee cords, we won't have that issue. And we're not going to have screws. We're going to put in loop screws. So we can just hook them in, lock them in, and that's it. They're good to go. They will expand with the wind. Man, Taco's going to be outside with popcorn, ain't we? We're going to be outside with popcorn. We're going to enjoy the daylight side of the screen we put it in. Because last time we didn't even do anything, did we? We're going to put the awning in, get some ice cold drinks, Pop some popcorn. We got some LED lights put up on this side for gaming. On this side, we're going to keep it settled on this side. We have a ball this summer. We're going to go downstairs in the giant area. Oh, I got to get an inflatable sofa for the massive giant screen we're going to put downstairs. So how are we going to break down a 180-inch screen downstairs? Ooh, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, I know I got to wash dishes. You got to do it in folds, people. You got to do it in folds. That's how you do them. Because I don't have the room. I can do it. I have the room for it. 87. It's 87 inches high. Did I get that correctly? It's 87 inches high. Let me see. Battery's dying. Battery's always dying on my phone. I appreciate my singing voice, Taco. Like it's not absolutely horrible, my friend. Absolutely horrible. And quit your day job. I would quit my day job. I get to build screens all day and design technology. Why would I? All right, what are we doing today? Okay, Mr. Bird, we got an ink pen, we got pencils on, everything we need. I gotta get a charger for the battery, we need a cord, that's what we need. Let's go get that. You go argue with your squirrel. Here, open door. Voila, go argue with your squirrel. Early on. Argue with your squirrel. What? Go argue with your squirrel. All right, going downstairs. Got to take off the Wi-Fi. So get ready. Powered by God's technology. Always is, always is. And of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us to be able to rise and rejoice and to praise his name another day. This is twice been getting up today. So usually I get up twice in a day when I work. I'm up. I got keys on me? Oh, we need keys. Let me take this out too. I gotta take you guys out real quick. I'm gonna take the Wi-Fi out. The Wi-Fi is gonna be going a little crazy. Ooh, we're at the number of charge on here because my battery is near dead. So what happens when you fall asleep? And you forget, I actually get up twice in a day. So if I go to sleep at I don't know whatever time I'm gonna say, I probably if I fall asleep at 8, I get up around 12. At 12 o'clock, I'll work all the way up till 6. From 6 o'clock, I'll probably go downstairs, knock off, get another hour, and then boom, up again. So that's pretty much how my schedule is. Okay, so we need to get some cords down here. What do we have for power? We got plenty of cords down here. We got a lifeline. I'm not gonna work outside. What are you doing? Don't need all that. All right. This is why I liked it when I had the battery unit. This battery unit, I didn't have to go through all this. All I had to do was just plug in my battery unit outside and I was good to go, which I have to go buy me another battery unit. Let's get everything all hooked up over here. So we got some juice going on. I've done 180 inches in here before, so that's no biggie. We just need to get the length. That's all we need to do. We get the length, we can knock the screen out. We're going to do it in folds. And the good thing about this technology, it does in streaks. So it's fantastic. We can just basically go, hit one side. And if there's any lines in the middle, whoop, go over top of it. We're done. That's it. That's what I like about this stuff. That stuff's soaked in completely into that stucco wall. Oh, by the way, yeah. There's been asking me, that's a light stucco wall. All right, so let me get my door open, transfer you guys outside. And let me see if we got drills or anything down here. Where are the drills at? I bet you $100. We got one. I just found my other handy drill, my screwdriver. I found that one. We need drills. I don't think we need drills for this. Hey guys, what's up? What's eating? What you got? Want to share? No. Whatever. My squirrels are outside eating right now. They do not want to share. There's enough food out there. They're starting to come back in. I got to start working on the squirrel sanctuary. So when I get to Home Depot or Lowe's on next week, we are going to be doing 2 projects at the same time. I'm going to be building outside and inside. We're going to be finishing up the paint job upstairs, which I need to get done because I'm actually dragging my feet on that one. And we're going to start working on the screen for the levitating screen. So we're doing it in pieces. We're going to do it bit by bit by bit. So we'll have everything knocked out. I need to have these screens done before summertime because I'm getting myself an inflatable sofa. And I plan to be outside with a popcorn machine, watching movies. Oh yeah, and we definitely got to do something with mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are rampant in my freaking backyard, so I'm going to get a couple of zappers back there. So if it looks like a nightclub, I overbought. Okay, but better safe than sorry. I can stand getting bit by mosquitoes. Let's go out here. Ah, outside. Look at this. Is recess. You remember recess? You come through that dark corridor in the hallway and then walk outside and boom, backyard. Well, actually, not backyard, but you know what I'm talking about. You run around with your friends until you find your group that you actually hang with every single day at lunch, and y'all just sit out there and just run all over the place. Don't forget about stuff like that when you're kids. Now, guys, I'll be out of here in a few minutes, okay? So you'll be good to go. You can go back to eating. Look, I'm seeing running back and forth up there. I got a group that comes out here. So we're going to work on where we're going to put the squirrel sanctuary. As soon as we get people to get the freaking wood out of my yard. So the squirrel sanctuary is going to be over there. It's going to be a pretty cool hookup. I think I like it over there in that little corner. And that way they don't feel so exposed. They got to climb across this gate over here. So we'll be setting them up because I got to come out here with a chainsaw. I saw the rechargeable chainsaws. I got to cut that stump down to nothing because it's going to be in the way of the screen because the screen's going to be too big. And then we're going to resection everything over here. I'm going to take about 4 of those logs over there for my base for my squirrel sanctuary. So got a little art to it. So all we got to do is tighten up. That's all we got to do. That's why I want to put the bungees in. I put the bungees in. I only got to tighten the jack. It'll expand with the screen. So what we're going to have to do is, because we're going to have to do the screens we're going to be putting up here are going to be pretty big. They are going to land not under the deck, but they're going to land right about here. That's where they're going to land at. A 250-inch screen is pretty big. That is definitely going to hit. I had a 250-inch screen, but we can't use it because it's got a rip in it because I messed it up when I was in the house. So we're going to have to be higher up on the deck. Underneath of it, we can do 180-inch, but 180-inch will complete all the way to the very top to where the beams are underneath, precisely from one end to the next. It'll fit perfectly there. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a universal deck that's going to we can put multiple screens up because I have to be to change my screens out. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to build starting from here because we got the from the deck here. This is going to bring this. We're going to actually put a piece of wood or a beam from here all the way from here, all the way from here. That's we're going to build a frame from here to here, and then it's going to come down from here. We're going to stake it into the ground there, and then after that, we're going to build from here to here to make sure it stays sturdy, doesn't go anywhere, move. We're going to stake it into the ground, and then we're going to run another base right along here to the bottom. Repeat the same thing on that side over there. We're also going to put a stake there in the middle too, and connect that to the middle post right there. And that will allow me to put in multiple screens if I want. Now in the middle, we're going to put in multiple attachments that I can hook, and these are removable attachments for, I can design something that slides back and forth. If I put it on a rail, I can slide it back and forth on what size I want the screen because we already have the height. Well, that'd be a good idea. If we put a rail system in, it would be nice. If I put a rail system at the bottom here to here, I can put a middle frame in, like a piece of wood here, and we can slide it back and forth depending on how big the screen is. If the screen's 100-inch, we can bring it down to 100 inches. Oh, that'd be pretty cool to build something like that. Take a little math and all, but hey, it can be done. Definitely could be done. Because a base would be nice to have a nice little base there. It'd be cool, but you gotta slide it back and forth. So if we do 180 inch, if we do 200 inch, we can slide it. But 200 inches is going to cover all this, no problem. And wrap around that with no problem. But 180 inch here, 150 inch, no problem. Okay. We're going to have to probably make an adapter for the 150 inch because it's not going to fit under the deck. It's going to have to fit outside. So we have to make an adapter piece that stands out so we can connect that right to it. That's what we're going to be doing. All right, we got a pretty cool project to work on. But the 180 inch is already to start the project in motion. We already ordered the 180 inch. It is on its way. It will be here on Monday or Tuesday, one of those. So we are going to coat it and we are going to basically set it up. I want to get a chance to play with this. The reason why the stump's got to go because if we expand the screen from here to here, we put the projector back on there. When the projector actually pushes out, it's going to hit the side of the stump and that shadow's going to cast on the side of the screen. So that's got to go. Besides, when they basically, that thing, so, I don't know, stump should be dead, to tell you the truth, at the end of the day. All right, let me go tighten this thing up because we're going to be out here today for demonstrations. And I need to make a few phone calls and get somebody to come and get this wood out of here. Oh, we're golfing today, are we not? Oh, we are golfing. Yeah. I hear you. Mother George, Mother George. Let me show you something. Follow me, people. We should have a long enough cord for you to follow me. I don't know. We'll see. I'll do it here again. So instead of you put knots in your ropes, which you don't want to do because you have to come out here and unknot them over and over and over again, there's a way to make sure that you unravel this and it'll stay tight. It's not going to go anywhere. If you want to loosen them up, tighten them. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Bring it around here. Bring your rope through the loop right here. Pull it back. There you go. Hope you caught that. Very simple. You wrap it around twice. 1, 2, 3. Wrap it around. 1, 2, 3. On that second loop, you pick a loop in. You bring the string through like this. Come through here like this. Pull through here like this. That's it. And then when you want to take it out, you just pull that little loop and whoop, comes all loose. That fast, that quick. I think I'm going to start studying how to tie rope knots and stuff like that. I saw this guy who was actually anchoring the ship and how he was doing. He was just looping it around and oh, it's so cool. I'm like, wow, I want to learn how to do that. So I'm going to learn how to do it. I don't have a boat. I just want to learn how to do it. You never know. Stuff like that comes in handy. It's always good to always learn something new. People could say it's pointless knowledge. No, it's always good to learn something new. You never know when that crap might come in handy one day. Heck, I mean, not to put a downer in your day. You could be in the middle of a zombie apocalypse and you got to tie the boat. Good thing you learned it, hey? Right now, I am studying hydroelectric energy and I'm studying water filtration and harvesting. So I'm teaching myself basically how to learn how to harvest water, how to filtrate and clean it, so it becomes drinkable. I have a niece, like I told you, in Arizona, up in the desert, who basically military, and that's what she does. She harvests water, and she does well, they don't do hydroelectric energy out there, but she does solar out there. These are good things to know at the end of the day. Very good things to know. Because of my bills here, I'll give you a little understanding what I pay. My electric bill last month was $3,000. Yeah, $3,000. It's $3,000. I run a lot of stuff in my house, a lot of stuff, and that's involving the multiple cameras that are running through the house and everything else is running through the house. I about $3,000, almost close to $3,000. Well, I let 2 months slip, so it came about $3,000. So we knocked that, got that out of the way. I'm done. I pay the electric company way too much money at the end of the day. Even though I do lose a lot of stuff, but still, I pay them way too much money. By end of this year, I'm going full solar. I'm tired of it. It's crazy. And especially now, since the way they make solar now, it's a lot more cheaper now. So you really don't have to have the panels all over the roof and all that stuff like that. I watched the guy use it. Have you ever seen the EcoFlow battery units? I told you about those things. Yeah, they make it possible so you can actually run solar panels outside your house and run everything. I've been doing all the research. I watched this guy run 2 washers and dryers, refrigerator, microwave oven with no problem. Now you got to get those Deltas, those big boys. You got to get a couple of them. But he has 4 of them running in his house, and he's running his house without any form of paying any electricity. If I'm not going to go full solar, at least 90% or 80%. But like I said, I watched this guy run his complete office. I could run my office upstairs with no problem. And they got a unit right now that they made that runs 4 batteries that plugs directly into your hot box downstairs. Tell me that's not sick. So that means you don't have to have any electrical lighting. You can actually run your entire electrical box downstairs, your main box, into that unit. Safety kill switches and everything on it. I'll put the link at the bottom so you can check it out. It's freaking fascinating. I don't know how we've come. Before, if you want to do solar, you got to get tons of dry cell batteries and all this wiring, converters and all that crap. It's a lot of work. Now, no, not a lot of work. And the panels, the solar panels, are probably about good size. They're good size panels. They're flexible. You don't have to worry about them shattering or cracking. And you can hang them right down the side of your house. Now, where my house is at, right here, this is the only time we don't get sun. But the sun constantly, when it comes up, see where that line hits? Once it's the side of the house, it's constantly hitting the house all day long. That's why I noticed that the meters in the house jump like crazy, because right around now, the meters are down low. When I put the light meters in the house around 12 o'clock, when the house is being hit, they max out. That's how much energy is pushing through my house. And right here, we have the window on this side. I remember walking past, and I remember at one point I could feel the heat coming through, hitting the side of the my projector, coming through the glass, hitting the projector, the PVC, and I could feel the heat pushing into my face when I walked past. All that freaking free energy. Oh, you heck yeah! And I got a ton of windows on the side of my house too. On top of that, yeah, I'm gonna drop a couple of the units on the side of the house, bridge everything in, running 3 of the 4. I might get 4 of those Delta units, because 1 for reserve, 4 of those Delta units, and I'm gonna run it right through my box unit. So now people say, well, what about the savings? The savings come when you don't have to pay the outrageous electric bill that will be coming in. And then meanwhile, I'll pick up probably another extra 2 batteries, which I don't even need at the end of the day, because if my power goes out down here, I'm good. Everything's running. That's another plus side too. If your power goes out, you don't have to worry about none of that nonsense at all, period. I'm tired of it. And then my water bill's pretty cheap. My water bill's pretty much next to nothing. But anyway, but still, I want to get into water. I want to be independent. I don't want to have to deal with it at all, period. Even when the water bill's low, I don't want to deal with it. I want to be able to harvest my own water. We got water that drops from the sky every day. Can you imagine you sit there and you're about to go pay your water bill and it's raining outside? That's free. That's free water right there all day. How much water drops from the sky? Take a container, stick it outside and see how fast it fills up. Take about 4 5-gallon containers and stick them outside and see how fast that water fills up. Now, if you could figure a way to clean it up, that's about, when you got about 4, that's about 20 gallons of free water right there. That's yours. When the city puts in a drought and they say, oh, you can't basically use water for this, you can't use water for that, so, yeah, right. Are you kidding me? It's free. It's like if you watch a documentary on the Hoover Dam, yeah, they figured out a way how to basically block that up and get energy out of it and charge everybody to the roof for something that was free way before the dam was ever there. And at the end of the day, I don't feel that plastic water in plastic bottles is also safe at the end of the day. It isn't. Remind you, it's sitting in a plastic container. And some of this water has basically been sitting in warehouses. It's been sitting in some of the ones you see basically in some of these 7-Elevens and some of these gas stations are sitting right in their windows. And you got all that UV pushing through that glass, pushing through those plastic bottles. You ever smell stale water before? It has a really putrid smell to it. But to put things in glass bottles is much better. But now since they put everything in plastic, I really don't trust things too much anymore. Yeah, I started eating vegan and buying a lot of my food from the Amish, stuff like that. I would not mind basically growing my own food at the end of the day, especially if I see some of what the processed plants and how they do things now. Everything's all about get rich, cut corners. It's messed up, but it's true. Yep. You ain't got to have a massive farm at the end of the day. Heck, get a balcony, grow some fresh fruit at the end of the day. Try out, see what happens. That's what I said. You know, I'm an experiment. Right now, I'm experimenting with gardening right now. Going out just seeing what happens. My mother had a perfect green thumb. She could grow anything. She could literally throw a tire in the background and grow tires. Unfortunately, I didn't get that part of that. But I'm trying to learn how to grow stuff. But see what happens. Learn to grow your own food every once in a while. That's less money you got to spend at the end of the day. All right, so we got that side tightened up. That's as far as I guys can take. You got to go over there and tighten the other end up over there too. Now, if you want, you're gonna also too, if you want to do it this way when you're tying it up, you can leave a little loop in there. See that little loop I left in there like this? There you go. Pull it right on out. That's another way you can do it. Just add a little loop in there. If that last piece didn't get caught in there, and add the little loop. If you want to take it out, just whoop, pull it out, and that's another way to do it. Oh, you just a little too close. Look at this. I got one time to get hit with a golf ball. My lure is to be all over this place. I'm just waiting. But so far, I haven't been hit by a golf ball yet. I've been there quite some time. I haven't been hit by a golf ball, which was one of the main concerns I was thinking about, was being hit by a golf ball. You know how fast a golf ball travels? If that thing hits you in the head, good chance it could definitely kill you. But I'm pretty sure they have some rules and restrictions around here on this golf course. I'm pretty sure. They have to. I see the way the trees start off from here. They come around here. It's kind of like a bowl. So I need to fly a drone over. No, I can't fly a drone. That'd be, I'll get myself. No, I can fly a drone over that. Yes, I can. As long as it's high up, but I'm not basically disturbing anybody. I want to map out the area they have over here. So it's probably because when they play golf, they never come past here. I've never seen them near the gate. Never see them near the gate. But always from here, where these trees are at, when they prune the trees, they take down certain trees. But these always stay for some reason. So I think they got a perimeter. Oh, look. He's going to get food. What are you, buddy boy? What are you? What are you? You enjoying the food? I'm coming back out. I got more food for you. Bye. Woodpecker. That's a freaking woodpecker. Oh my goodness, that's a woodpecker. I've actually never seen one up close. You hear him? He's tapping right now. You ever have a woodpecker peck on the side of your house? Somebody was knocking on my door. There's a woodpecker on the side of the house. That is so cool. All right, we gotta bring some more food out. But anyway, yeah, they got a perimeter around here. So I've never seen them near the gate. So I'm thinking like, yeah, the first week I was here, one of the customers was cracking. I wore a helmet the entire time when I was here because I knew I was going to get nailed by a golf ball when it was getting broken out. You know, they don't tell you everything when you move into a place. But no, I've only had 3 of them come up to the gate and they were asking about the screen. That was basically about it. And they even asked permission, could they come over? So I guess there must be rules on how far they can come out. That's the driving range over there. That right there is a sand pit of doom. It's right there. I got the sand pit of doom right there. Oh man, the amateurs, they get caught up in there pretty bad. The professionals, they don't. They come in and knock it out with no problem. One guy, he must have been having a bad day. I mean, I couldn't get mad at him, you know what I mean? He gave me the middle finger, but I couldn't get mad at him. He must have spent a good 20, 30 minutes in there digging up sand. I was like, you leaving any sand for anybody else? He gave me the middle finger. I said, you know what? Now I'm going to take that to heart because I kind of deserved it. Oh man, they're characters. But yeah, I've never seen them. They don't come up to the gate. They never do. I've never had that problem. All right, we gotta take this out of here. Come on, human. Out of your backyard. We gotta eat. I'm getting there. Almost done. Yeah, we had that can track. Okay, so certain food attracts certain animals. I've never seen. Oh, of course I should have known. That's just duh. But anyway, as when it comes to bird food, you never know exactly what you're buying. But oh, that attracts woodpeckers. Okay, so I got to know exactly what I'm buying. I got certain foods that got blue jays, red robins, and stuff like that. But that actually attracts. That particular food attracts woodpeckers. Oh yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to pack on the freaking widowmaker. You do know what a widowmaker is, right? A branch of, yeah, that's a branch that'll murder you at the end of the day. A widowmaker, and we have one in the yard. That thing's gonna come. Well, they should have cut that. That's way over the property line. That is. See that branch right there? That is way over the freaking property line. It's there on the. It's correctly there. It's on their side. And they trimmed all the ones over here. We had it was coming all the way out, was snaking all the way out through here. And they finally came in and cut it. Yeah, because that thing snaps in half. My attorneys will have be contacting you about what the heck did you just do. All right, let me get this bottom half done. get these guys so they can eat. I gotta go get them some more bird food. You guys can stay here. Weatherproof lens I gotta get for this thing. I just thought about that. Once I install the 180-inch in, put the frame system in, 180-inch, I'm gonna wire my LEDs in, Pac-Man. Ate through all that food. Good gracious. Hungry? Grab your food. Kelly. Fed. That's one less thing I got to do when I get up. I'm all fed and taken care of. side, we can make the platform a little bit bigger. Just to be sure. You want to make it bigger than the actual size. So that's 224. Put on the platform. It's a little bit larger than what it is. Excuse me. So we'll do 20 feet 8 inches. 20 feet 8 inches. We're going to use for the width. We're going to use for the height. That'll definitely be a start. 20 feet 8 inches for that. So I got you guys in the wrong direction over here. 20 feet 8 inches. So we got 20 feet 8 inches across. I'm going to extend a little bit out because I need a little bit of a corner to extend out. So when we start building on that side over there, 20 feet 8 inches over there. A length of 20 feet 8 inches here. This is going to be much shorter here. But we're going to start building on this side first. And then we're about 8 feet and 4 inches from this part of the base right here, because I don't want it overlapping. Bring you guys back a little bit. You need to be right here, from here to here. All right. All right, that should be no problem. And because we want to lose a couple of inches, definitely want to lose a couple of inches, where it's going to be standing out, because from here to here, the base is going to have to start from here. We're going to build the frame from here, all the way from down here, drop it into the earth, and then bring it all the way down the same side, connect it from here, here, and here. I actually put a brace in between here and here, and on top of that, put a second one there. So we're going to lose a little bit, but I'm not worrying about it. We need to get that wood pile out of here. That's what we need to do. Get that wood pile out of here and cut down that stump so we have some room. So stump I'm cutting down myself. I ain't worrying about that. It's the wood pile we got to get rid of. So I need to bring somebody in here with a truck to get that out of here. So we can have the spot. We're going to lose some here, some distance here. We'll gain it back over there, but no problem. But I want to do this carefully because I don't know what's in that wood right now. I don't think there's any wildlife in it. But before we move the wood, I got to build a sanctuary. So they have some place to go to. We can't take that out and they got nothing to go to. We have to build something there. So that's going to be the next stage over there too. That's an easy do right there. It's individual houses, which are going to be the tedious part. There's going to be actually individual bird houses for them in there with cameras and all that stuff. That's the fun part, people. I might even put in some camouflage netting a little bit. I do know in the front I'm definitely going to be putting in camouflage netting. Don't ask. There's nothing bad intentional, just don't ask. So I need to put camouflage netting in there. I got a couple of bird houses I put up in the front for Taco. Taco has an obsession with these birds. He's not vicious or anything, he's an obsession with them. All right, we're good here. All right, let me get out of here so these animals can eat their food. Pretty sure they want a human back here yapping on camera all day. They want to go eat. By the time I come out of here, they'll be nasty. Human, go in the house so we can eat. Make sure we got everything. Oh, look at you, Sally. You are showing too much today. I got names for all my stuff downstairs. All right. you guys right here. I have to take you off the charge real quick. I'm pretty sure my charge ain't that low. I gotta tighten up my swivel on my stand too. What do we got for batteries? My juice. Oh, they didn't give me a reading. Okay, whatever. I'll know in a few minutes. So we need these for outside for demonstrations. One. All right, that's done. I'm finished on that part right there. Good. I got all that set up. I'm going to use, I think today I'm going to use the Christie LW505. I'm using that inside today. I'm going to do 1080p today. I usually do a lot of 720p. We got projectors we can select from here to play around with. These are my outside machines. Usually I'm on the outside. That's a distance server. I'm using that today too because I haven't used that one yet. And a big boy Christie. I may hook that sucker up. I haven't decided I'm using that one yet. Oh, today I cannot wait. So we had this company, I told you, that's going to be hitting our screen paint with a 10,000 lumen 4K. Oh, what's up, man? Where you been? You're not taunting the squirrel anymore? You and the squirrel ain't arguing anymore? Okay, whatever. Show on camera. Come to the door like, what's up? Yeah, so they're gonna hit my paint with a 10. They told me 10,000 lumen 4K. I was like, hey, you'll be ordering again. Hey Taco, what you doing today? What's your plans for today? I'm gonna go make some food. I'm hungry. Want something to eat? You already did everything else. Finish up the rest of our orders. We're done for the day. Mr. Taco! Taco Venerio. Taco Venerio. That's stereo. Taco Venerio. You got the stereo. Taco Venerio. He got the stereo. Taco Venerio. Alright, people, we don't want to take up any more of your time. I'm pretty sure you got things to do today. I'm going to go upstairs and take my measurements. Got the big screen coming in. We got new rollers. Because you got the rollers I got are done. And I'm going to actually go to Sherwin-Williams, order me some, whatever. Don't make a difference because don't really need anything special to coat one of these screens. At the end of the day, we're just basically trying to absorb as much paint. Get some cheap paint, whatever. Probably going to take, it's going to take a gallon to knock that out. Probably 2 because I got to put in there. But yeah, because the gallon's not going to have the coverage our product's going to have. But we'll see. This is going to be a fast demonstration. So get it painted, get it done, get it outside, and get it attached. Technically, I can attach it without the without building the frame, because the frame is going to accommodate screens bigger than 180 inch. 180 inch will fit right up under the deck perfectly. There's no problem. But I'm going to bungee cord this one because I'm not going outside and tying that thing down. All right, so I'll put a link below. If you've never seen the 180 inch black screen that we used to have outside, and when I did the Star Wars demonstration off, I'll post it below. Hey, come on, man. Get away from my stand. I'll post it below, and that way you can check it out. See how big the thing's going to look when we get outside. Look at the gaming system. It's massive on it. All right, got to go, and God bless. You crazy man, you. You crazy man.